Greetings, investors. I am Joe, the proud CEO of Invis. On behalf of Sean and Marwin, I'd like to welcome you today to hear our proposition. Invis has a $10 million annual net income projection through the innovation of transparent LCD screens into life-saving applications. We all know with the emergence of technology, distraction is becoming an increasingly and more frequent catastrophic problem. We all want the data, so the problem is, what is the safer way to get it? The market is filling this void with a projector-based heads-up display system. However, these have many problems which limit the potential for growth. These problems include their weight, inconsistent visibility with glare, and eye strain make it very unuser-friendly. Invis plans to fix this by integrating the emergent transparent LCD technology with innovative software that includes technology from GPS, mobile phones, navigation systems, cameras, radar, and even forward-looking infrared systems. Additionally, these LCD screens are scalable with high-definition capability. Now, taking an in-depth look at the heads-up display market financial projections, we identified that PRS News conducted an assessment back in 2011. They projected a 53% annual growth rate from 2012 until 2019. This brings the dollar amount from about $83 million to almost $10 billion. Now, the heads-up display market has many platforms. It includes everything from aircraft to automobiles, both in the civilian and military sector. So sticking with the mantra of picking one thing and doing it better than anybody else, Invis has decided to pick the military tactical helmet. This is due to it has the largest market void, which will provide for the quickest and largest return on our investment. Our business model actually shows an annual average income of over $10 million. And this figure includes a substantial advertisement and sales program which will allow us to push into that civilian sector after mastering the tactical helmet first. Now you can see from the light blue line that the Department of Defense is expected to spend about 80% of the procurement within the heads-up display market. So looking specifically at them, we found that they purchased a joint tactical radio system for over $550 million this year. That's a radio system for over $500 million. Their total DoD procurement budget is over $100 billion. So what's on the market today? We have that projector-based helmet, which is not very user-friendly and has a lot of complaints. And we also have that emerging transparent LCD technology. So we at Invis are combining the two. We're bringing that transparent LCD screen, which overlays the critical data on top of that real-world scene, and also has a camera, a communication system, and even battery support. So we're working these strategic alliances with Harris to provide that secure communication system, and also with Gentex to tie their ballistic helmet into all of these different capabilities. These strategic alliances will help expedite our production time while allowing us to focus on the innovations such as the software and that transparent LCD screen. So here's our innovation. If you played one of the recent military-style video games, you can see what we're constructing. We are tying intelligence information into the user's real-world vision. These intelligence applications will range from anything from overhead surveillance cameras to pre-engineered reconnaissance information, adjacent units using these same helmets, a compass, or even ammunition and water sensors. For initial sales, we're going to fight for 200 units to be sold for one platoon in the Army, the Marines, and the Special Operations Command. This first batch will cost the Department of Defense $15,000 per helmet for a total of $3 million for fiscal year 15. But this will allow them to go back and forth with us to refine these helmets to fit their needs exactly. After refinement is complete, we will expect to sell 200,000 units to the Department of Defense. This number is based on how many troops fought in Iraq and Afghanistan, with additional training helmets to be kept in the rear. This mass production contract will allow us to drop our cost to be approximately $900 per helmet which would be $180 million total contract value spread over 4 years from fiscal year 16 to 19. Spreading them out will allow us to focus on the quality of our production. Now for a quick summary over our detailed and thorough financial analysis. Our only revenue for fiscal year 14 is expected to come from a Department of Defense Small Business Research Grant, which totals $1 million spread over the first couple of years. Investors were happy to know that this directly offsets their funds. Our costs and expenses are high as we are doing our facility equipment and personnel contracts. We're also doing all of our research and development this year, and we're working our strategic alliances and negotiating that first contract with the Department of Defense. You'll be happy to know that our net income of negative $1 million has already been offset by $1 million in investor funds. As we move into fiscal year 15, we are awarding that first Department of Defense contract. We're starting our mass production and also moving towards the research and development of our civilian-based windshield applications. Fiscal year 16 is when we award our second multi-year mass production contract with the Department of Defense. We also have additional revenue streams of training, maintenance and repair, and continual software improvements. You can see from fiscal year 16 to 17 that our net margin drops by about 20%. This is when we start our heavy advertising and sales commissioning program moving into that civilian-based sector. But these numbers show you our only revenue is based on that windshield. With a heavy sales campaign, we are still expecting $10 million annually in net income. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. We hope you found our presentation intriguing. But since we are not there to take your questions, we would like to take a shot at what we expect your questions may be. First, what are our company's biggest risks? Well, can we seize this market? Within the heads-up display, there are many companies who are already pursuing their specific technical solution. Is ours better? Well, I can trust you that Marwin Deebies, our Chief Financial Officer, is a meticulous and experienced manager who can aggressively pursue investors and immediately implement our thorough concept of operations and manage a team effectively. He'll establish those contracts with our strategic alliances and partners and apply for our patents and copyrights soonest. Second, software development. That's a huge unforeseen at this point. However, we do have Sean Nelson, who has our Chief Technical Officer, who has over 5 years of innovative technology creation and integration experience within one of the largest companies in America. He will have direct oversight with astute leadership guiding the technical team to success. Additionally, a worst-case scenario is to tap into the Department of Defense research and development contracting vehicles. These offer relatively limitless potential to maximize your money with no risk. One example, out of the 187 Army line items within their research and development procurement budget, is for $30 million this fiscal year for soldier support and survivability. Their total program is $67 billion. Finally, you might be asking yourself, why us? Why should you trust our team? Well, I can guarantee you our team is unmatched. We are technical experts with innovative ideas. We have strong, decisive leadership combined with humble and ethical attitudes capable of adapting to any challenge or circumstance. We will not fail. Once again, I thank you, and on behalf of Invis, we welcome your offer to buy out this $10 million net annual income at a 24% net margin opportunity within this emerging $10 billion industry with a large market void.